Evening all. So today we're going to continue our look at fittings. We're going to look today at the more, higher level scout suits. So what I've done is thrown this table together. This shows you the militia standard, advanced and prototype. And I think really the first thing to probably bear in mind is that they all are pretty much the same, but we'll come to that. If you look at the shield and armor particularly, they're pretty similar. And I think this is maybe one of the big misconceptions of prototype suits, is that they are maybe have naturally more armor or something. Well, they don't. All of the suits across all of the ranges have the same hit points and armor. It's the module capability that enables you to increase that. So what I'm doing is just showing you some of the prototype suits that I've got. And I've got a range of suits really, but I'm just going to focus on Scout today. And really, I think the key thing to bear in mind is, again, you fit your suits to whatever the particular need is. So for example, I have a prototype tank for Aurum. So this is my Aurum fit for running, super important court battles. I haven't even used it yet, so don't flame me for having it. But this is my standard suit. This is the Scout A Series Ambush Runner. Now, again, this is where I think, you do need to really, kind of prod and play about with these suits, because I actually find the A Series is just significantly better than the B Series. For the simple fact that it has more shield. So the way that I'm running this fit, as you can see, it's got two armor plates, two shield extenders, and then a kind of my usual laser and SMG fit. In terms of its cost, it's actually quite expensive at 54k per one, but again, rarely would I lose more than two in a map. So, and even then, one's looking more likely. So, this is something to really bear in mind. This is then looking at my prototype tank. So again, I've just gone for a full tank on the prototype, and as you can see, this thing's just tipping under 600 hit points. And about 300 hit points in shield, which is not to be sniffed at, because again, remember, scout suits naturally have a very fast shield recharge. So as long as you can survive the initial input or the initial attack, you can then kind of take cover for 3 seconds, and then your shield's going to go all the way back up with 300 hit points. So this is a pretty good fit. Now, in terms of ISK, it's 68k, but there is 180k or 190k Aurum cost on this one as well. So some people really don't like the Aurum thing, and I do agree with you. This is why, while these are certainly my kind of high-end suits, I don't use them that much. I also have what we call here a kind of speed runner. So when we do court battles, the purpose of this suit is solely to run as fast as it can and drop spawn pads and drop, basically proximity explosives in the map, then run to a supply depot and change. So again, really maybe consider your tactics around suits as not just one suit for the whole match, but a suit for the start, a suit for then the initial repulsion of the hostile. Then if you get to a red line situation, you can then change your suit once again. Keep changing, and this is why, again, supply depots, I'd say, are really key. Now, let's just talk again about the B Series. The B Series is an armor spec suit, so it's really a scout suit if you don't have shield skills. And I really kind of don't like it. I think it's, to me, I've done a fit here that's similar to my ambush runner, but again, because I guess the scout suit really focuses on speed and shield as being its primary benefits, I guess. So it makes no sense to kind of go with an armor fit scout suit. Firstly, because you start to lose your speed, and so on. So I think it's kind of there. You can get more hit points from it, but it's also twice as expensive as the A Series. And I think you do have a bit more CPU, a bit more power grid as well. But personally, I think I generally will stick with the A Series for my general day-to-day running of maps, and that's my usual laser SMG combo, and then my prototypes for when we do court battles or something a little more serious. So let's have a look at that. Now, this is the Neo Scout VK01, so you do have to pay Aurum for this. This is the early access prototype suit, and again, all of the other suits are the same, but don't worry, we'll do spotlights on them. And I think really the purpose of using this suit is if you have a court battle that you just have to win, or if you're just got more money than sense, you're gonna basically spend your put your quarters into the side of the computer, which is effectively what you're doing every time you lose one of these. But it's tricky. I can talk, can't I? I've got 59 of the bloody things. So just maybe a comment on that. The Merc pack is an exceptionally good value thing to buy. You get 40k Aurum, you get a 30-day active skill booster, which is not to be sniffed at, because 7k times 4 is 28k, so you're going to end up using your Aurum on that, but whereas you get one for 30 days for free. effectively. So I would stress the Merc pack, if you've got a spare, what, it's £15.99 English sterling, for dollars, I don't know, $20 maybe. It's actually not too bad, and it does give you at least 40k aurum that you can maybe then splash on the odd prototype suit for the odd court battle where maybe you'd want to, bring out your best gear, your tuxedo of death, let's say. But I think certainly it's worth doing. But anyway, so in terms of this suit, I mean, again, I do kind of always try and plate up. So you can see here I've got my 3 complex extenders, so that's already a significant boost to the shield. I do run plates as well. I know people think I'm crazy for doing plates, but I take on heavy machine guns at point blank range with a submachine gun with this suit, and I generally win. Because it's just got a huge amount of hit points, and you can dance around. You've still got speed, so you're losing a little bit of speed, but 7.12 meters per second is still pretty good. If I wanted to take a plate off and put an enhanced speed booster on there, then you could push that to about 8 maybe, and it's that's not a bad thing. Seriously, these are certainly worth doing. And then in terms of my final bit, just in terms of the naming, obviously just give this a name and put it up the list or down the list as your preference goes. But there we go. So I think scout suits and all the general suits, you do need to fit the modules on them to make them better. So don't fit a prototype suit with no armor or shield extenders, unless that's your game style play. But hopefully that's been of use. And I think certainly we'll do some more of these. But for the scout suit, I think the A series is pretty much the better one if you're shield tanking. If you're armor tanking, try the B series, and then use your prototypes for the special events. So there we go. Hope you